Hello everyone, this is Red with RedDragonLeo.com. It's Sunday night. It is the 17th of June 2012, and it seems like everyone is waiting on this vote outcome that we are having right now, or not us here in America, but it's the Greek election, and it affects the euro, whether or not they're going to leave or not. But we all know that the Illuminati have got this all planned well in advance, and it's just part of the game. It's the dance that they play to trick the masses, I guess. So I said Friday that I had really no idea, but I've been leaning bullish the entire time, simply because of the fact that these people repeatedly will put out negative news ahead of time in speculation there that the markets are going to tank, and then they come in at the last minute and save the day. And they just do that all the time to get all the sheep to go short over the weekend, and for them to get their butts handed to them come Monday morning. So we'll see what happens. I mean, the safe position was never to take a position either way until the outcome come, because you don't know for sure at what point the Illuminati will actually tell you the truth. It's lie, 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 then tell you the truth. Okay, and so that keeps you on your toes. So I'm expecting this time to be a lie, and that meaning that they'll rally the market on some type of spin of the news. Whatever the outcome comes, the news will spin it and make it look positive for the market, so that the banksters will win and the people will lose. Again, that's just the way they do this. So I am expecting the fake print of 135.71 to still be hit, which I speak of in this new post. And after that, we still have the fake print on the dollar of 86. Was it 86.47 on the dollar, which is still a ways off. And I think if I go try to find that right there, we're at, we hit a high of 83.67, and we're now down here to 81.83 on the dollar. So we could fall some more. I don't know how much. Possibly right here there's some support. Here, this trend line here is some support also. I think that's on a weekly basis. Let's see here if I drew that from a weekly chart. Yes, I did. I went from the high down to there, down to there. So as you can see, we could actually fall down to 80, gang. It very well could. And you can see here on a weekly basis that it is kind of rolling down. It looks a little overbought here. I mean, not compared to here, but back here in when we hit that high. But it could go down here on a weekly basis. On the daily basis, what do you see in here on the daily basis? You can still see it's up high here on the MACD down here on the right, and it is still pointing down. So it very well could break this. It did close below it one day, but you actually kind of need two closes below it really to signify that it's really going to break that line. But my thinking is that it'll go down, possibly down there to 80. I don't know if it's going to go down that far, but that would allow the market probably to rally up to, I don't know, 1370 maybe, up to 1385 on the SPX. Let's look at that, for example, here. Now, I have drawn these trend lines right here from the May 1st high. I'm sorry, there's the May 1st high. From the April 2nd high. And I connected these, but I did this on a daily chart. So let's look at the daily chart. Yes, on the daily chart from there to there, I do this trend line, and you can see draw a trend line here connecting that bottom, kind of roughly in this top, but mainly hitting these boom, boom, boom lines right in there. As you can see, it kind of puts us in a downward channel. So it is very possible that they could go up here and hit this horizontal trend line at the same point that this sloping trend line comes back down and hits it. Depends on when it hits it. But that 1370 to 1380 area is a good range if they want to take it up that far. I only think that they're going to go up to the 135.71 SPY print, which is about 1357 on this, which is not very far away. Not very far away at all. So they should easily hit that if this market outcome is positive. The only thing we know when they tell us these fake prints is that they're going to hit it. They don't really tell us when. They don't tell us for sure if it's going to be a turning point in the market or if it's just going to be a place that you're going to hit it. That's all. I mean, really, you don't really know either way. So I'm still thinking that's going to happen, and that this inverted head and shoulders is obviously breaking out now. So we can go here and we can, use the little chart here thing to draw on it if you want. And I can, obviously you see that again is the head, and this here is the left shoulder. And here we never had a right shoulder per se. We had smaller ones. They were smaller ones, one there and one there. Same thing with these here. These were actually two smaller ones for your right shoulders. They were shorter, and it formed this whole triangle, which we broke out of already and are moving up. So I'm still thinking they are going to move this up and, all the way into this zone here before we hit any major resistance. And you could call this whole move up an A, this sideways chop a B, and then we have a nice C wave up. And this all makes a larger wave 2 that goes out 3 to 5 weeks. And this is because from here to here is 9 weeks. So you just have to think of it like that. And then inside here you've got your smaller waves down, which would obviously be, this would be a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, a wave 5. And just like this here is an ABC move up that is a smaller wave inside a larger wave 2. So the wave 1 would obviously be this entire move. So this entire move is your wave 1, then this is your wave 2, and you got a wave 3 to come down afterwards. It's off the screen. And that would imply, a pretty big move down. It could very well go into this, could very well go into the 27th when the Olympics starts. So that is a scary possibility that they could actually do that and pull that off. I was watching some videos by a young kid that his name was what was his name? Rick. I can't remember his last name. A young kid that they killed. He was like 26 or 28 years old when they killed him. And he was deciphering the Olympic stuff, and he was killed in 2008. So I was watching quite a few videos on it, and the symbolism in it is quite apparent that they plan to kill a bunch of people during this Olympics. So let's just hope and pray that they do not succeed in this, and that maybe some of the stuff that Ben Fulford and David Wilcock and Drake and all of them are saying, maybe some of it comes true. I don't know. Right now I don't see any evidence of it. I'm hopeful that we do have a new positive change, but right now I just don't see any evidence to support it. So all I can see is that the gangsters are still in control right now. So anyway, you can see here pretty much it's quite obvious. I'm not even going to go over this chart. I want to go over this one here. You could see that on a larger scale we have wave counts. Obviously we've got a huge wave here up, and then we got a wave down here, a wave here, a wave here, a wave here. So assuming that this is the top here, which we're still undetermined on that, then we're ready to go down in a big wave. So I don't know if that is the final top or not. If they implement QE3, we're off to a new high up here to who knows where, possibly up to all-time high back here. It's even possible. I mean, anything's possible for another QE3. Looking at this on a smaller scale, you can obviously see some type of wave 1 up here, some type of wave 2 here, wave 3, and then a down move for a wave 4 here again on a weekly schedule, and then obviously we're going up for a wave 5. That right there on a weekly basis would indicate that we should go, up here and either put in a double top, fall short of it again in that 1370 to 1385 level, if that is to complete, and then start down. Of course, if it's going to be an extended 5, then it could very well go up here and put in a slightly new high. And then we could start down if this is a 5-wave pattern. There's nothing to say that it is or isn't. I don't know the answer there, because everything is subjected to change as these gangsters play their games. So, trying to forecast this out, I can only say that I am 99% confident that this Legatus meeting that will be coming up is going to be a crash wave. This will be a crash wave. I don't know how or what it's going to be exactly per se in wave count. I don't think it matters, but it's going to be some type of multiple wave 3 combination. So it's 11 days long. The date after the 21st, Monday the 22nd. Let's go here to that, and you've got Monday the 22nd is obviously a 2-2. That's an 11 date. But more important, the 23rd is a yearly 11 date because the month of October is a 10. That's 1 plus 0, which is 1. And then plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. And then the year, the 2012, well, there's 5 when you add all that up. So there's your 11. So it's 1 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 2 equals 11. It's an 11 date. And it's right after an 11-day meeting. And it is at nowhere else but Rome, where the Vatican is, the source of all evil, and the Pope, and these gangsters. I mean, they will funnel all their money through the Vatican bank accounts that they're stealing from sheep, and then they will just let this market just absolutely collapse. And that is the date that I see for the biggest wave 3 of wave 3s, the kind that makes 2008 look like chump change. This should be a 300 or 400 point move on the SPX. No question in my mind it should go down that far. And, as far as where is it going to bounce, well, that's anybody's guess. If you look at it here on a weekly chart, you can see we got a line coming in right here at that level right there. So very well could bounce there. But wherever that ends up being, that's at 850. Time it gets out there, it may rise up to 850 or something like that. We could bounce there. We could pierce on through it. I don't know where it's going to bounce. Just take it day by day, but it's going to be ugly. Go to an all-time chart here on the SPX and look at it all the way back to the 1929. And I wanted to draw this for you and show you something that was very, very coincidental, I guess, if you want to call it that, and then we'll wrap this up. This line here is 1930, what is it, 32 or 32 or something like that? Yes. When the market bottomed, connected it to here to 1942 when it bottomed. Draw this line all the way up, and it intersects right here at this 350 area, and this is the high in 1987 before the 1987 crash market. This also happens to be, this 350 range also happens to be equivalent to the 34.65 SPY fake print, which is 346.50. So how's that for coincidences? All right, gang, I'll end with this and call it a day. Thanks a lot, gang, and I'll see you on the blog because I'm running out of time.